Alright, hi guys, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program episode 2. And today, I think we're going to be going to Minmus. It's the second body that we can visit, really. I have constructed a craft off-screen because, well, off-camera. Mainly because the construction stage is kind of slow, and I don't want you guys to be too bored. Let's load it up. So it says E02 Minmus, because I think I can use this for both. We'll do a test run to the moon first, and then see, well, if we can go straight to Minmus, we'll do that instead. So as you can see, it's quite a complex one. I don't have fuel lines yet, so I can't do a nice asparagus design where we pump all the fuel in. Once I get those, I'll do a little, tutorial on asparagus design, and because it really is the most efficient design. But you can see we've got we're loaded up with some science instruments, and if we have anything more we can put on. No, we may want to. I've never found any difference between these two power things. We don't actually have any solar panels though, so there's not much point bringing transmission. Once we are detached from, well, this stage, we can't generate power anymore, so it's going to be a very tense mission for fuel power rather. All right, let's see what. Oh, let's just change this because I have tested this a couple of times, and I did manage. These were a bit too high power. Hopefully they're all right now. We'll find out. Alright, let's go. Who's going on our mission today? Jebediah, of course. Who else? Alright, so we don't actually want to throttle up too much. SES on, and launch. That has just killed my ears. Wow. Okay, I just turned myself down. Wow, that was very loud. Who knew rockets being loud? Alright, so luckily we have these solid boosters which are going to help us just get off the ground. We do have these external ones which are going to help us steer as well. These are the smaller rockets which have gimbaling capacity. So that's cool, but these ones do not have gimbaling. But as soon as we detach these ones will ignite and we'll have a lot more power and gimbaling, so we can do our gravity turn and all of that lovely stuff. Ooh, oh shit! Oh look! It's going! Oh no! Or something's going to space, but we are still alive! Look at that! Okay. It's a bit dark though. Oh dear. Well, clearly my staging has been screwed up. It's probably because I replaced an engine in one of my upper stages. Oh man. Well, let's oh, parachutes. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's just get down. I don't think we can do anything cool at this point. Will we land safely, or will we hit something? Oh, this is so slow. Let's just speed this up. Blink. Blink. Oh, we're gonna land on a building, maybe? No, just to the side of it. Okay. Oh, what the hell was that? Something happened. Well, okay. Let's just recover this. Take that as a flight, and we'll just go again. Oh, we got 0.8 science. What for? Oh, cool. Well, why not? Actually, let's load this one into the VAB. What happened? It looked like... Oh yeah, so these are detaching too early. There should be a second stage for these. Because we want to detach these ones first, ignite the engines, then these ones will run out first, and we can detach those. Alright, okay, let's go. Okay, Jebediah, at least our abort systems seem to work. Let's go. I didn't lose my eardrums this time. Lose them? I don't know words. Why are these all the third tank? Never noticed that before. Where are we in terms of them? In terms of Minmus? It's over there. Well, we'll get into orbit. We'll do we'll circularize our orbit, and then we'll figure out what we can do. I'm gonna start turning already. Oh! Wow, that worked out all right. This thing looks pretty cool, I gotta say. I really do like the way this looks. See, we're saving our central engine for later on. Hopefully we use this fuel for circularization rather than for ascent or having to do any more ascension. And then this one will be our transfer to Minmus. And finally landing and returning. That's the plan. So we're going to try and get to the 45-degree mark soon. Slow down on the fuel consumption just a little bit. Let's try and keep over 1g acceleration. We're starting to turn a bit. That's easily counted. Oh. Okay, those engines are gone. Alright, let's stay on the 45 for a bit. Gain some more altitude. I'm not quite as smooth with the... oh yeah, we are dropping actually. Are we going to be able to maintain upwards momentum? No, this is wasting a lot of fuel, I bet. Yeah. Let's keep an eye on what our stage has. Come on. Come on. Yeah. It's not looking great. We're already quite low on fuel. We are in the upper stages of the atmosphere though. I think it's changed so we're technically in orbit, I suppose, but it's never been terribly accurate with what it means by orbit. Come on. Oh shit, we have fuel. Well, so much for using that for circularization. Then again, maybe it will be enough fuel. We are still increasing in speed, at least. What I'll do is I'll try to get us just set up on our prograde mark. We'll just sit on that. We are still increasing speed and height. We're not losing height, that's good. We're not really being hugely affected by the atmosphere at this stage as well. This was pretty good. The only thing is we don't have a lot of control over the craft at the moment. And this is our last electrically generating engine. The rest of them won't generate power, so we're going to have to be really careful about power consumption in the rest of the mission. We do have a ton of batteries though, so we should be okay. And luckily these engines are gimbling, so even if we do run out of power, we can gimbal around. So maybe it's not so bad. Right, let's come back on the old throttle. Keep going towards our prograde. We want to just catch up actually with ourselves before. We'll just aim for the horizon at this point. We're close to orbital speed, so if we just keep our speed up, we can sort of circularize ourselves to this height. We're going to hit that in about 1 minute, okay. Come on. If I keep increasing the speed slowly, we can keep this expanding. Remember, we have to hit, I think it's 2,200 meters a second. 2,200 meters a second. Then we'll be fine. Maybe. We've still got a lot of fuel in the stage actually, so we may actually still be able to use this for transfer. Or at least some of it. So we don't want to increase our height so much as we want to increase our speed. Oh, it's because I am not pointing in the right direction. Alright, let's go for it. Full burn. We're circularizing this. Whatever it comes out to. Again, this stage only is not reading correctly. We don't have that much fuel. We only have to get to about 70. Whoop. Okay. We are in a very stupid orbit, but we're in orbit. Save some power. We got, yeah, not a terrible amount of fuel. This engine's only going to give us 50 kilonewtons. And this one gives like 200 and something? Not sure. Let's start planning our maneuvers to get to Minmus. So let's target this. Where are our nodes? So our descending node, ascending node. I am not terribly well understood exactly how these work. All I know is we can get our orbit to match. There we go. I like to wait until they sort of flip like this. Very minor movements. You can actually use the mouse wheel while hovering on these icons to change the orbits slightly, which is really useful. Alright, so if we do that, we'll have the right inclination, at least, to match Minmus. You see there that the orange is completely in line with the green? That's going to take us 18 seconds with this engine, but we all know we don't have this engine for very long. So we don't have a lot of fuel. Not with that stage. We should have plenty of fuel to do the entire mission, though. We should be able to get whatever electricity we've used up maneuvering as well. Any maneuvers after this stage is gone will use much less power, though. So slow. I don't know where the marker is. Where is the blue? Ah, there he is. Such a beast. Alright, rotate. There we go. Alright, let's just get a quick time acceleration to help stop us. It's a bit cheaty, but you can use time acceleration to stop your ship rotating. It's too useful at the moment to ignore. Alright, So we're going to hit it in 45 seconds. Our estimated burn is 18 seconds. However, it's going to be more than that. I do not think that our fuel is going to last that long. Yeah, that's going to not last very long at all. But I have no idea how much the other engine is going to use, considering we lose a lot of mass too. So we'll just have to wing it, as is the Kerbal way. Let's go now. 10, 9, and done. Boom. Okay, not too bad. We're still going to make it. The inclination change, I think. Look at this, just burning straight that way. Aha, Moon. We're not going to you today. I do wonder if we could get an encounter on the way back. Maybe we could stop there. At least fly past, maybe. I don't think it would give us anything though, because we already have the signs from around the moon and low moon. So we just need to get all the other biomes which are on there. 9, 7, 4, 3. Let's just have a look and see where we're at. Alright. Just a little more. Tiny amount. Oop. Alright. That's good enough. Now we can start planning our encounter, so I have no idea what the accepted way to get there is, so I'm just gonna wing it. Oh, it seems to be similar to the moon. The way you usually get to the moon is you have, if you get the moon lined up with the curvature of the planet, you can set your maneuver node basically on that point where you're just coming over the horizon, and then you burn, and you're directly prograde, and you pretty much get to the moon every time. But I didn't think that worked with Minmus. Minmus, of course, being incredibly low gravity. So we actually do want to land on Minmus. Why are we too high? Is that one? Oh, come on. Oh. I don't like how it'd be nice if there were easier ways to get fine-grained movements. Maybe I'm missing some key combinations I could be doing, but 60,000 meters. It's okay. We'll go for that. It's 900 meters a second. It's gonna be a tough one. Let's get lined up though. "12 minutes until that burn." Oh, our orbits are pretty quick. There it is. Power's looking really good. I probably didn't need so many batteries. Again, forgetting I can use... I didn't cheat this time. I could have used the time acceleration to stop, but I didn't. But I am going to kind of cheat now and turn the SAS off. Always turn the SAS off when you, if you need to conserve power when you're time accelerating, because otherwise it may continue to use power. Alright, 4, 3, 2... This is going to look like a bit of an odd burn because we're going to have to burn into the planet. Well, very, very towards the horizon. Let's just get this down. Yeah, let's try this. I hope we have enough fuel to do this. Our burn is 4 minutes. Yeah, we could do this. Just about. We've got about 5 minutes worth of fuel by the looks of it. Again, these engines are pretty efficient in space. Okay, welcome back. We got ourselves into a fairly good periapsis for Minmus encounter. It's an okay encounter, I suppose. I would have preferred it if it was a bit more clean, but preferably on the same inclination. But we're not being terribly accurate here. We just want to get there and get the science, get out, done. So we are gonna zoom over there now. Let's just focus ourselves on our capsule. We still have quite a lot of fuel left in total. I don't know how much delta V we've got. I don't have the module installed, the mod installed rather. Alright. Let's see what... Whoa, there we go. There it is, the great pudding ball. So I've heard, I used to do my burns here while I was moving slowest to secularize, but what I've heard is it's actually much more efficient to do them when you're moving the fastest. There's some physical law that I'm not particularly good at remembering, which allows you to, so that if you're moving the fastest, you're most efficient to do changes. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting that wrong. Let me know if I am. But we are gonna do it there. So yeah, take us 20 seconds, 20-second burn, not bad, to bring us in. Again though, it shouldn't be very difficult for us to get back after this. It's generally a lot easier to get away to fall back to the planet than it is to get away from it. As long as you aim the right direction. Alright, we don't have to be super accurate with this. I probably do want to change my inclination actually, but we can do that after the fact. Alright, burn time. And we are probably going to run out of fuel in this burn. Yeah, that's pretty certain. That's alright, we have plenty of fuel. We have a lot more engines. We're actually going to shut this one down. We don't want to use that one just yet. Alright, good enough. Right, now we are very, very vertical at this point. Maybe I can get Kerbal. I just want to target Kerbal, not the... not what, Bane? Oh, except... Can we do that? No. Do I have to zoom all the way out? Kerbal, target. No. I guess you can't do that technically. Well, whatever. So I'm not sure what the best way of doing... Oh well, we'll figure it out. Because it's such a high inclination. Let's see what a return would look like. Actually, it doesn't matter where we land. As long as we land on like one of these equators, we can zoom off this way, then head back. Because if you look, we should be orbiting that way. So if we fire engines that way, we'll fall back. We'll make the best out of our fuel. Which way are we rotating? Okay, we're falling this way. So let's bring ourselves in for a landing. But first, we are forgetting to do science. This crew report, nice. Let's do an EVA. Grab the EVA. Also take the data, store the data. Get back in. Let's save, let's do one up here, one mystery goo. 40 science, nice. I'm going to save the big one for when we land. Alright, let's get this fire engines. Let's get a little closer. Actually, let's go all the way and we'll land in that lake. And I think Minmus is tidally locked, so well, I really hope it is, because it doesn't look it. It doesn't look like it's rotating. So a good thing about landing is if you get a nice slow arc, you use much less fuel. Hopefully. Let's speed up and get closer. It does look like it's rotating. Crap. Well, at least that'll help us when we want to come back. Let's do a real quick change as we come down so that we are at least going to land somewhere. Somewhat where we want to. Here we go. There. A 3-second burn. Or we just do it. It doesn't have to be super accurate, like I said. Boom. So we didn't really have to. You could be more accurate. I'm not that accurate. Alright, let's start bringing ourselves in then. So it is entirely possible to run these entire missions from the nav ball, although the terrain is not entirely accurate, so when you get closer to the surface, you have lots of issues. Alright, so we don't want to hit this thing here. We want to go over that. But let's get we can probably just sort of scoot over it and then land behind it. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, we should be able to do the rest from here. Now let's get ourselves situated. Let's get our landing legs down, all of them apparently. Now I'm actually reversed currently, I need to be a little nicer. If I do... Alright, so we need to be the other way up. Like that. Still plenty of electric charge, it's nice. Let's actually do an EVA. EVA report. Nice. Crew report. Nice. Let's get out. Take all the data. Store all the data. Oh, we do want to land just over there. What was that crew report we did? Oh. So that's a near Minmus one. Did we get that? EVA. EVA. Yeah, so there was one. The one that we duplicated. Alright, I think we're good for experiments anyway. So we want to get close to these because we want to send a Kerbal up. Well, we're going to send old Jeb up there. You'll like that. We'll observe both the Mystery Goo and the Science Junior while we're on the ground. Alright, I think I'm pretty comfortable with this landing zone. See how easy it is to slow down on Minmus. Wait until we're going to Duna, or Eve. I've never actually gotten off of Eve, or rather Duna, because it's a high density atmosphere. It'd be nice to fly a plane on it. Can we see our shadow yet? Do we have a shadow? Where's the sun? Right above us. Aha! I tend to do all my landings via the nav ball, because that's generally all you need to know. Just keep our retrograde in the middle. I don't know what we're rated at to land, what kind of landing speed, so probably 7 would probably be the best. Well, we'll slow it down a little bit as we get closer. Come on. Down to 3, 2, 1, and boop! Wow, that's probably the best landing I've ever done. Right, SAS off. These legs look stupid, but I'm too afraid to close them. Materials bay. 125 science. Oh yeah. What about this? 50 science, nice. Let's do a quick crew report. Okay, EVA. Let's just quickly take all that data, put it back. Which experiments? What did we... What have we missed? Crew report, EVA, crew report, EVA. Yeah, but these ones have their data still. Didn't they? Yeah. Yeah, we're all good. Right, let's go for a walk. Yeah. Woo! Jebediah. Let's plant a flag here, why not? Right at the landing site. Minmus 01 landing. There you go. R&D. R indeed. Oop. forget how powerful this is on Minmus. Alright, let's let's go over there. Just be mindful of our fuel. We want to go at least somewhere on this. I want to get at least 2 biomes. Oh, there's Kerbal. Then the sun. Wow, this is slow. Let's speed it up. I wish we got like speed indicators and things like that. It would be nice. Again, as well, I'd like to see more detail along these edges. At the moment, it's kind of like, oh, it's just 2 textures blending. It'd be nice if there was actual like a difference, like a model difference between them. It is very difficult for them, though, to make procedurally generated landscapes. Well, they're kind of, I guess, in terms of Kerbal Space Program, they're they sort of pre-generated, but they do use a procedural algorithm to generate them. But they're not actually procedurally generated by the game. Very impressive for a Unity game, though. Oop. Let's slow ourselves down. Just a little bit. Wow, you can travel quite a distance on Minmus. Whoa. He looks happy. Or he's gone insane, either one. It's very important we don't hit anything because we'll start to ragdoll and then we'll be doomed. It's quite possible to deorbit a Kerbal from here, from Minmus, and take him all the way back to Kerbal and survive re-entry as long as you make them hit the heads or something. It sounds pretty cruel, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to do that. We have a rocket. We don't need to resort to such measures. Alright, go. Looks like we're coming over the top, maybe? We are getting close to our point of no return. Oh, actually, we're nowhere near. What am I talking about? 2.5. That's our return limit. Actually, it should be a little easier because we just have to boost off and let gravity take us down. Very pretty stars. They're a bit too colourful, though. I don't think they should be that colourful, but it is a game. What can you do? All right, this looks like the top. Let's slow down. Whee. Boop. Yeah. Take a surface sample. So the lowlands, okay. You feel a bit like a superhero when you jump in the low gravity. Jeb is a superhero. Alright, let's go back. Full speed ahead. We're not messing around getting back. I might speed this up because it's going to be pretty boring. Very graceful. Only a slight overshoot and almost running out of fuel. It's all good. Oh god. Come on. Grab. No. No. Man. I wasn't thinking that would be that close. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's head towards the 90. Because we are heading home. Let's try and turn on the SAS for once. Alright, that inclination's good enough. Let's go. But quite luckily, we've still got tons of fuel from the landing. I didn't realize how much we didn't actually need to take. Alright, we don't want to go completely nuts with this. Let's get quite high. Alright, so we need to fall back to Kerbal. Which probably means we need to go something like that, but a little earlier. We want to get kind of a... no. Like this. So that way we are... the more we boost this way, the more... wait. Hang on, we're not turning that way, are we? Why doesn't this... oh, okay. Yeah, so you see, look at this. We hardly need anything to get back. Why are we going to end up with such an inclination, though? Oh. Well, that will be why. Oh, look. We could get a moon encounter. But I'm not sure where that would leave us. Let's keep making this look somewhat reasonable. So where is... so the moon will be there, and then there. Alright, we'll see what happens when we get to the moon. Just only a 27-second burn. Tiny. Ooh, and we missed it. Should be alright though, it's a pretty dumb burn. Whoosh. Oh, that's interesting. I think that's not exactly what we want, though. Well, we are basically in a catapult. Aha! Okay, that is what we want. We just want to head straight back in. Not the most graceful of maneuvers, but it's a maneuver. Bye bye, Minmus. Thanks for the science. No. And are we gonna hit the moon? Time acceleration is dangerous. Well, luckily we didn't hit the moon. That's good. Alright. But we can circularize ourselves back down even. Uses a small amount of fuel, really. Considering we have so much left over. We can actually choose our landing zone. It'd be nice to get closer to the space center, but I'm not too worried about it. Just landing the thing would be great. 3 minutes before we slingshot. We don't want to do that. Alright, go, go, go. We still have a lot of power. Really quite glad. I guess I only really need to take one battery with me. Oops. It'd be really interesting to land somewhere that was cool, but I really just want to land safely because we have a lot of science with us. I don't want to have wasted it all. We might be able to land this entire thing without jettisoning these nacelles, I suppose. Oops. Brought ourselves a bit further down. Again, don't have to be too accurate with what we're doing. Let's keep going, actually. Bring ourselves further down. So what's our periamps? 100. Oop, 75. All right. Whoops. So we're gonna come around. We are not gonna land anywhere near the space center. It's actually going to be pretty hard for us to hit land at this point unless we can change our inclination. Can we do that? Do we have enough fuel? I don't think so. Yeah, definitely not enough fuel. Looks like we are going to have to land without the nacelles. I would like to have us hit land, though. That would be nice. Oh, so we are rotating, actually. Ah, of course. So if we just keep slowing down, the likelihood of hitting land is higher. Alright, let's do this burn. It's only 440 meters a second. We'll see where we end up. Oh, too far. Oh. Time acceleration, let's just get a bit closer to the node. Yeah, and that's another 28 seconds. We're gonna run out of fuel before then. Like just then. Time to jettison. And because I disabled it before, activate. I mean, at this point, there's not much point having this. We are bringing this down, and it's going to be, we want to get it to about 40,000 meters. I'd prefer not to land in the dark. That would be nice. So if we can get this to 50, as the planet's rotating, we may... Yeah, it looks like we can get in. We can slow ourselves down with the last amount of fuel. Unfortunately, the time warp has kicked in already. We may have to just keep ourselves a little high. Because we are dropping. 8 minutes. Oh, come on. Seriously? We are going around pretty quick. Think we could get this? Maybe? We're not losing enough speed for that, and we're actually gaining speed too. So we're not going back up though. I guess because we are falling technically. But we're not in a huge amount of atmosphere yet. Oh, it looks like that would have been a perfect landing site. Oh well. Next time. Time to cross the ocean. It's funny really because you can make planes which fly this fast and almost at this altitude. I think I had one that was flying about 35,000 meters. It was pretty stable, but it was completely impractical. And I think it could do one flight, and that was out of fuel. I had to send rockets to refuel it. It was stupid. We'll get into space planes eventually. Well, probably just regular planes to begin with. Alright, we can start doing our injection. Injection? Injection burn? Maybe. Throttle up. Come on. So our apparatus is there. Our periapsis is inside. So that's good. Yeah, so we're just going to fly over these mountains. Hopefully land about here somewhere as the atmosphere picks us up. Can I do a crew report here? Upper atmosphere. Don't know if that's useful or not. Yeah, I think we'll be good. Alright, let's cut the engines and come down. Well, yeah, we'll save the engines just to slow us down a little bit more. Ah, what the hell. Full speed. Let's come down almost vertically if we can. Let's get these out. Maybe they help somehow with drag. I'm pretty sure they don't, but it'd be fun if they did. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Alright, we are now ballistic. SAS is off, we just need to watch it come down. speed this up because it's boring. Whoosh. Whoa. What a smooth landing so far. I have no idea what our radar height is, so we could be quite high. I don't know when the parachutes are going to eject. I have kind of this thing about time accelerating through the deployments because I've had so many craft fail at that point. Looks like we were good, though. Well done, Jebediah. You spent, is that 100 days? No, 18 days? An 18-day mission. Not too bad. Missions to the moon took months, I think. Boop. Yeah, landed. And I don't think there's anything cool we can do here, so we're just going to recover. Is there any... I don't know. It'd be nice if there was something to tell you what biome you're in. Alright, recover. How much juicy science did we get? Oh ho ho ho! 814. Well, 797. Wow. What can we get with that? Let's have a quick look. We could get a ton of stuff with that. We get at least 3. Or at least 8. We could get all of these. Wow, yeah, that would open up a lot more for us. We could start building some large ships. Then get some planes. We will need, like, control surfaces anyway. So we can probably get all of this as well. Solar panels. The lab, so we can set up a lab somewhere. Although, do we have docking ports? Could we get docking ports? Alright, we'll have to look at this next time. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time, I suppose.